My name is Maria Karnock for SOC 348. This is the Chapter 2 outline on the career perspective of substance use and abuse. Substance use and abuse begins with 4 preconditions: users, substance, time, and space. The career perspective takes these 4 prerequisites into account when determining the different paths of use career. Substance use career is the evolving sequence of substance use and abuse over time. It refers to the user's drug experience through lifespan, the general progression of drugs use and abuse across the population, and the socially perceived or observed sequence of use and abuse among identified substances. Drug use is a changing condition. Drug use and its evolutionary change make different career pathways behind drug users, drugs, and social environments or historical eras. For drug users, there is a general use career pathway, and those include non-use, initiation, experimentation, escalation, habituation, problematic experiences, treatment, temporary abstinence, relapse, maturing out, retirement, and total abstinence. Age can predict a certain career use pathway, as well as socioeconomic statuses. Drugs that cause strong negative interactions after intake may terminate a use career for most users during initiation and experimentation stages. The unique mix of social factors make it a challenge to identify the general pattern of substance use and abuse in Western societies for a number of reasons. One of them is substances are widely used and abused as they are readily available over here. Use and abuse of substances serve multiple purposes. Use and abuse involve a multitude of substances. Use and abuse of substances figure in all occasions of life, and use and abuse of substances run variably through different age groups. There's different career stages of use. The first one is non-use, which is absolute abstinence of any substance, either through never use over the lifetime or through retired or maturation non-use. The second is initiation. This refers to the start of use career, and the circumstance and experience of initiation have a direct impact on the nature of use career. The third is experimentation, and this can come in various ways. The first can be voluntary or involuntary. It refers literally only to the first use. It's a self-motivated process. It can broaden the user's drug-using horizons, and it can become prepared for entry into later stages of career use. The fourth is casual use. This is likely to develop if experimentation takes place sporadically over a wide time interval. The fifth is habitual use. That's the regularization of substance consumption in terms of amount and frequency. It's also the most stable and lasting phase. The sixth is dependency, and that begins with habitual use, and it signifies loss of regulation by substance users over their internal bodily process and their external social behavior. The seventh is stoppage. That's non-use after use. This can take several routes, including death, maturation, or maturing out and quitting. Using drugs and progressing through use careers are influenced by a variety of factors at physiological, psychological, economic, and social levels. From non-use to initiation, some physiological factors include genetic inclination, food intake, medication, or any material change that creates a condition of accommodation or craving for the effect of a substance. Some psychological factors include curiosity, excitement, anxiety, and depression. Economically, trade and production of alcohol, tobacco, and controlled substances constitute important activities in the market's economy. Some social factors include pressure from family, friends, school, work, or other social networks. From initiation to experimentation, this involves self-efforts on the part of the users. It may be more influenced by social rather than economic factors as well. From experimentation to casual use, if experimentation is intense, casual use may be proof that users gain an upper hand over the effects of a substance. From casual use to habitual use, this is a qualitative change. Body elasticity at casual use is permanently replaced with a psychological condition. From habitual use to dependency, dependency begins at habitual use and becomes a career stage when use develops into a disease. Getting to stoppage, stoppage can come from any career stage. Socially, employment is the most important step towards reintegration for former users. There's different roles of use and different terms for people. Non-users are people who do not use drugs at all. Casual users are people who play normal social roles and have a variety of styles in their drug use. Habitual users are people who integrate regular use of a substance into their bodily process and behavioral routines. And the majority are legal substance consumers. It's a very small minority of illicit drug users, and that's divided by styles of use. Problematic users are people who lose control and self-management due to dependency. The career perspective requires identifying user statuses over a time span, and a career profile can help establish a map that shows the evolution of past drug use and may predict future use or non-use. The career perspective creates a chance to relate substance use and abuse to other career aspects in the life of the user. And case studies seem to be the most suitable to research use careers. And this information came from the book Substance Use and Abuse, Sociological Perspectives by Victor Shaw. Thank you.